Hey everyone, my name is Matt. Welcome to my shop. Today is September 28th and this is my weekly shop update. So I just got back from Woodworking in America yesterday and I had an absolute blast. It was so much fun and I met so many people and it was just a crazy fast weekend or a few days. And I can't believe it's already over and I have to wait until next year to do it again. There were so many people that stopped by the Video Woodworkers booth at the show. It was just crazy. So if you stop by, you got one of these sweet sticker dealies right there. You had one of those you could pick up if you're there at the booth. And you probably also picked up one of these sweet little card thingies with everybody's headshot and bio on there. Those are cool. I signed a lot of these this weekend, and it was just so cool to have so many people there just travel in to meet us all. It was a really great time. So I really appreciate everyone who stopped by, said hi to me, introduced yourself, and all of that. It was great meeting you. So as I mentioned last week, we were planning on making a few pit stops on the way to Kansas City for the show. We did stop in Des Moines for the Woodsmith store, and if you've never been to that store before, it is kind of like a big Rockler, I guess. It was really big. They had a lot of stuff there. They had a decent sized lumber yard there. I've never seen that big of a lumber yard at a hobby woodworking store before. But that's probably just because I've only been to Rocklers and Woodcrafts. But that was a fun experience. I'm really glad we went and stopped there. A lot of tools, a lot of stuff to look at. And if that was nearer to my house, I'd be in trouble. The other thing we did in Des Moines was we went to Krispy Kreme because, you know, Dima wants his donuts. So we got a dozen donuts there and we ate those on the way down to Kansas City. We stopped in Kansas City for like, I don't know, maybe like less than a half hour just to drop off all the prizes for the booth, say hi to everybody real quick, and then we got back in the car and we kept going south for another 2.5 hours to the Grizzly showroom. We were kind of racing the clock as we were trying to get down there. It was like 5:15 when we arrived and the showroom closed at 6. So we just had 45 minutes to look around, and I didn't really spend a lot of time looking at the stuff in the showroom. I got sidetracked looking at the scratch and dent stuff, and they had a heck of a lot of stuff there in the clearance room, is what I'll call it. Everything is scratched or dented or has some cosmetic defect. So yeah, if I lived close to there as well, I'd have problems because I'd be there all the time. So I also took some really great classes as well. And one class I mentioned was put on by Will Neptune, and that was about case construction for period furniture. So it was really supposed to be about you know, assembling your dovetail box and then putting in your dividers and all the divider joinery, the different ways to connect a divider to a case, things like that. But the thing that really stood out to me about that class was this underlying tone that he kept going back to with all these little tricks and concepts about geometry within your case and how you can kind of set yourself up for success in the ways that you kind of go about creating your case joinery. So that was really cool. I learned a few tricks there, as well as sort of cemented some of the ideas and concepts that I've been sort of, I wouldn't really say discovering on my own, but I haven't really heard it from anyone else before. So that was really cool, and I'm really happy that I took that class with him, and he was really entertaining as well. So I am going to be doing a sort of a wrap-up video about my whole experience there. I'm not going to get into it in too much detail today, so I figured I'd just kind of shoot through some of the highlights, say thank you to everybody, and let you know that I arrived back home safe. So I'll be putting out that video sometime this week, just kind of an overview of my journey down there, what I did there, what I learned, things like that. Just a kind of a summary kind of video thing. For those of you that are subscribed to the family channel, I'm releasing the vlogs from when I was there, so if you want to see more of a lot more behind the scenes of what happened when we were there and all that fun stuff, I'll have a link to the family channel in the description, and you can see a lot more about the whole experience and journey. So thank you again to everyone who stopped by the booth. You stopped me in the hallways, stopped me anywhere, introduced yourself, and it was just so awesome to meet everybody. I had no idea so many people knew who I was. It was a great time. And I think we had, by far, the most popular booth at the entire show, or at least as far as constant attendance goes. So thank you again to everyone who stopped by to visit with all of us, all of the creators. That was the other thing. Besides the subscribers that I got to meet a lot of the other video creators for the first time as well, and that was awesome. So awesome. So that's about all I have for this week, I'm pretty sure. I think, yes. Thank you as always for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments about anything I talked about today, maybe something about WIA or whatever, please feel free to leave me a comment. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you again to everyone I was there that I met. Great meeting you all, and I'll see you next time. Happy woodworking.